chasing summer all the time. Tommy Timber holding down the north side. Canada cold, but a stream running high. All the chats say they all so fire, but one day sitting on the top. Mr. Bill got the best curves in the game. Whole star train rolling, they chant his name. All these West Stream kings chasing that fame, but they all turned green when the trophy came. Mr. Bill got the best curves in the game. Crowd go dumb, can't tame that flame. Jealous eyes flash when they call that name. Best curves in the game. Best curves. Red carpet full of tripods, bright screens, flash bulbs pop for the protest scenes. Every angle, every siren, every sign. But your line hit clean, baby, every time. They got flags for the views, for the watch time. You got love for the lines where the wheels ride. They all clap, but you feel that side eye, 'cause the curb crowd sitting on you just right. Oh yeah, Mr. Bill got the best curves in the game. Whole star train rolling, they chant his name. All these West Stream kings chasing that fame, but they all turned green when the trophy came. Mr. Bill got the best curves in the game. Crowd go dumb, can't tame that flame. Jealous eyes flash when they call that name. Best curves in the game. Best curves in the game. Best curves in the game.
How we doing? No free music. No free music. I gotta way to stop that one of these days. How we doing? How we doing, guys? How we doing? You guys doing good? You guys doing good? I don't need sunglasses. I don't need sunglasses. Hopefully, you guys are doing good out there. How we doing? How we doing? Hopefully, there's somebody out there. I know you guys were watching BCP, but one of these days, I'll help him figure out how to raid. I did it the other day, but he doesn't have me set up on his raid list. But anyway, that's all good there. Let's check out some news here, if you guys don't mind. Yes, we didn't do any Iran news earlier, so let's do some Iran news now. What's going on with Benjamin here?
And I want to ask you this, you know, there are people that say, well, the prime minister of Israel dragged Donald Trump into it. And as somebody that's been friends with him over 30 years, nobody drags Donald Trump into anything, number one, but I want to get your reaction to that.
Well, you're right. I mean, that's ridiculous. Donald Trump is the strongest leader in the world. He does what he thinks is right for America. He does also what he thinks is right for future generations. And frankly, we're partners in that effort because I've devoted my life to securing the life of the one and only Jewish state. And believe me, it's been a struggle.
And I want to ask you this.
Let's see, what are your thoughts on that? So the left always says, you know, that he's only doing it because Bibi said to do it and things like that. Bibi must have something over on him or something like that. Like, no, he's doing it because he's just doing it. This is interesting. There, a little bit of side note, but maybe it'll get a few people to come in here. But this person here, Colorado State Representative Elizabeth Velasco, Democrat, invokes a point of personal privilege so she can complain about getting criticized for attending a No Kings protest, and then doubles down on other stuff. Let's see what this is about here. Colorado.
For a moment of personal privilege.
So granted.
Thank you so much, Madam Speaker. Colleagues, I stand before you in a moment of personal privilege as a state representative that represents a wonderful, diverse district that is 30% Latino. Garfield County Sheriff Lou Valerio shared on an email thread a picture of me at the No Kings rally in Glenwood Springs, a moment where I stood with community members to exercise our First Amendment right to peacefully demonstrate. This Garfield County Sheriff then added, our District 57 State Representative, Elizabeth Velasco. Aren't you proud of her? What a POS. piece of shit. Since
Are you reading his mind? How do you know that's what he meant by it? How do you know?
this email circulation, we continue to see the unlawful overreach of the federal government. Families continue to be separated, children used as bait.
Point of personal privilege. Nothing about this is personal. You're making this about a cause. This is time where you get to say, that you were interrupted or something like that. This isn't your time to diatribe.
To lure out their parents, people dying in detention centers, and community members being murdered for standing up for their neighbors. We have heard stories of Garfield County not releasing community members after they have paid their bonds, of people being picked up directly from private areas in the jails, and even the DA.
There's a private area in the jail. Please tell me how there's a private area in a public jail. I mean, in the stalls, I guess. If they're taking them out of the stalls while they're doing their business, I guess that's something. Any other area there that is public, except for, you can't go where you don't have security clearance kind of stuff, but
checking if people have immigration detainers, even for minor traffic infractions. In the records request, the sheriff even stated, by not allowing ICE in the jail and transferring a detainee in public is dangerous. Should we push them out the back door into the parking lot and wait for the chase? As a leader elected by my communities, we are standing on our values in Colorado to meet the moment, to defend everyone that lives in the state from the Trump administration.
From the Trump administration, I need to virtue signal and using a point of personal privilege to do it rather than wait your turn.
First Lady, and look who we have at the United Nations right now. First Lady Melania Trump is presiding over the UN Security Council meeting. A First Lady or First Gentleman has never done this. The county has a rotating presidency. The U.S. holds it for a month in March. Let's watch some of this.
With the Rule 39 of the Council's Provisional Rules of Procedure, I invite Ms. Rosemary DiCarlo, Undersecretary General of Political and Peace-Building Affairs, to participate in this.
Harmeet Dillon. I understand this guy. He's the UN Secretary for the U.S. right there. Civil rights. Okay, that makes sense why she's there. Okay.
Meeting. It is so decided. The Security Council will now begin its consideration of item 2 of the agenda. I now give the floor to Ms. Rosemary DiCarlo.
Thank you, Madam President. On behalf of...
All right.
That's interesting to have them out there doing their thing. Very cool, very cool. Make a post real quick here. I don't think any notifications are hardly going out right now. It's just like crazy. Like nothing at all is working on YouTube these days. I just decided to send a message that I am live. FYI, everybody wants to watch. That's what YouTube does. See what I'm not sure what this is about here. Megyn Kelly says the U.S. service members who passed away in the war with Iran died for Iran or Israel. Says she thinks the U.S. is fighting Israel's war. Ooh, she's going that route. No one should have to die for a foreign country. I don't think those 4 service members died for the United States. Interesting.
Look, there are massive divisions over what we've done here, and people are going to change their minds over the coming days and weeks, one way or the other. But my own feeling is no one should have to die for a foreign country. I don't think those 4 service members died for the United States.
Oh, I got an idea. I got Gaia Digital made this little video for me. Whenever you guys bring up curb stomps or something like that, I'm going to play this little video or something like that, or at least once in a while. I play it again.
Mr. Bill's curves, where
Can I make it full size? That's the biggest I can make it, I guess. I think he might make a better version of that when I don't have my voice in there, but it's kind of a cool thing there. At least I think it was. Let's go back to this. Add to stage.
I think they died for Iran or for Israel. I think I understand how this helps Iran perfectly well. I get it. I mean, I hope. Long term, we'll see. But they seem like it is clearly Israel's war. Mark Levin wanted it. It's his war. Ben Shapiro, Lindsey Graham, Miriam Adelson. That's obvious. They're the ones who've been pushing us into this.
Interesting take. A lot of people are kind of going this route here, which is interesting. You know, we have a little bit of diversity of thought on the right. Not sure if there's a lot of diversity of thought on the left there, you know, at that point there. But definitely some diversity of thought on the right about
Look, there are
current events anyway. Here's a little commercial for you. One more time. One more time. Ooh, wow. Deep. Cat thought that was solid snow. Anybody watching on Twitter, put a 1 in the chat if you're watching on Twitter. Put a 2 in the chat if you're watching on YouTube. That's just so funny. Brandon Straka put this little video here together. Let's see what this is about.
Kelly Myers got us a little bit as our White House correspondent, talking to the president specifically about what just happened in Saudi Arabia and what to expect next. Thank you for jumping on camera for me. Good for you for getting time with the president. What's the takeaway?
Yeah, you know, I know he's very busy, obviously, right now. So we're very grateful that he took the time to take our call from News Nation. It was a brief phone interview just a few moments ago, Chris, and immediately asked him right off the top about what will the retaliation be for the attack on the U.S. Embassy in Riyadh that we're just learning about in the last few moments, as well.
Pretty transparent, even if you don't like what he's doing. He's talking to News Nation, you know. I mean, they're starting to be a little bit bigger thing out there, but he'll talk to anybody who's somewhat fair, you know.
Well as the retaliation for the deaths of those U.S. service members. And he told me that you will find out soon. You'll find out soon is what he said. I also asked about what will be the necessity of putting U.S. boots on the ground. He mentioned if necessary, he'll put U.S. boots on the ground. He told me tonight that he doesn't think boots on the ground will be necessary at the end of the day. I also asked him, he mentioned today, he's going to continue until the objectives are complete, trying to figure out what that goal line is. And he said, I will know what the objective, when they are achieved. He said, that's what I do. I know a lot, saying that he will know when he reaches those objectives. So not exactly clear when that will be reached. He also mentioned that.
What you never tell the other guy when you're going to stop doing bad things to them. You don't want to give them an indication like, okay, if this, and that are done, you know, then we'll stop.
That objective, though, is getting close, very close, he said. We're doing a lot of damage. When I asked if this could end sooner, if this could be.
All right, we're up to 6 people on YouTube. 6 people on YouTube. Let's go. Get it up to 10. Let's go, guys.
A shorter time frame than the 4 to 5 weeks he kind of laid out. He said he didn't want to go there. And then I think the last one we got in with him was who is in control of Iran right now. And he said, quote, you'll be finding out very soon. And then he had to go.
Yeah, I did an interview there for News Nation.
Kelly Myers got us a little bit as our White House correspondent, talking to the president.
While he was doing everything else, he gave away 3 Medal of Honor awards too. Anybody else in the chat here? We got 1 person chatting, but nobody else is chatting. So very quiet here. Very quiet. Very eerie. There we go. Great. How you doing? Great. Nice to see you. Thanks for. Great. Did you get a notification, or were you just kind of browsing and saw that I was on? Trying to see if YouTube's giving out notifications these days. And if they didn't give you a notification, down below here, you should see a little bell that make sure you have all notifications on. Yeah, that's what I'm figuring. People, the way people are finding me is if they're browsing or looking around, like, oh, Mr. Bill's live, but you didn't get a kind of a notification or anything like that. And when they do to give you notifications, are they a text notification or something? I don't know how YouTube does notifications. I know on Rumble they send an email or something like that. If you're on Rumble and you're live, it sends an email notification. Good man, good man. Let's see what else we got here. Riley Gaines had something to say about Election Day in Texas. Vote Don Hoofens for Texas Comptroller. I have no idea what's going on in Texas, but Riley Gaines is smart.
Tomorrow's a big day in Texas. It's Election Day. So I want to encourage all of the Texans.
I'm not a big fan of her blue nail polish, though.
Who follow me or who are watching this to get out, exercise your constitutional right, and go vote. And I also want to encourage you to support Don Huffines for Texas Comptroller. I've supported him his entire campaign. I know President Trump has now endorsed him. He has vowed to use his office to eliminate DEI from all state government agencies and all educational facilities. So get out, go vote. It is your civil duty to do so.
Well, that'd be awesome. Yeah, as long as he vowed to do that. These politicians, they say they're going to do something and they hold back on what they're going to do. There's Miss Dees. How you doing? I heard a rumor about my curbs. Okay, she brought up curbs. You know what happens when people bring up curbs? There you go. That's what happens when I see you guys say that. So, see what Rubio has to say here.
Why now? Well, there's two reasons why now. The first is it was abundantly clear that if Iran came under attack by anyone, the United States or Israel or anyone, they were going to respond against the United States. The orders had been delegated down to the field commanders. It was automatic, and in fact, it bared to be true because, in fact, within an hour of the initial attack on the leadership compound, the missile forces in the south and in the north, for that matter, had already been activated to launch. In fact, those had already been pre-positioned. The third is the assessment that was made that if we stood and waited for that attack to come first before.
So, Gang of Eight, it's like the two houses, the top two Republicans and the top two Democrats for each house. So, Speaker of the House and the Majority Whip or something like that, and then the Senate leader and Minority leader. Okay. Somebody throw up all my curbs. Oh man, I'm not going to stand for that. Not going to stand for that one. No, that's just a picture one. Here's the video one. There we go. Hope you're doing good. Dees, how are you doing? Nice to see you. I got to clean up those curbs, man. I got to clean up my curbs. I had a possum out there around my curbs today. I had to kind of eliminate the possum threat there. It's trying to mess with my curbs. I'm like, sorry, possum. So some people say you're pretty, but I didn't think you're very pretty. So I had to kind of say goodbye, possum, in certain fashion.
We hit them, we would suffer much higher casualties. And so the president made the very wise decision. We knew that there was going to be an Israeli action. We knew that would precipitate.
Pine Sol? You think Pine Sol will clean up the curbs? Okay, maybe I'll bring some Pine Sol next time I go to the Portland there.
An attack against American forces, and we knew that if we didn't preemptively go after them before they launched those attacks, we would suffer higher casualties and perhaps even higher those killed. And then we would all be here answering questions about why we knew that and didn't act. Going back.
Interesting. Really cover some news every once in a while. It's always fun to jibber jabber. This was also going on today. Here's the Portland stuff. There was some protest that was happening in Portland, and the guy got in Tommy's face, I guess, 2 hours ago. There's a different angle of this. This is when I think he was getting in Tommy's face there, but Tinkerton was nearby him, and you'll see what Tinkerton did to him or somebody did to him on the other feed. Let's play this one out. Here in Nico, Oregon in the background.
Oh, was that yours?
Yes. I sprayed the fuck out of him. He hit my phone. Fuck that fool. Fuck that fool, bro. Fuck that fool, bro. Yeah, he was all. Fuck that fool, bro. Fucking violent left. Violent left. You touch my shit, that's what you get, bro.
Come on, let's go down to the recruiting office. You'll be a veteran like me.
You're not a veteran. You're not a veteran. You're not. You're stealing from your fallen brother's bloodline. Kill yourself. Your fallen brother's bloodline. You're stealing from my fallen brother's bloodline. No. Hell yeah, bro. Fuck that. I'm not dealing with these motherfuckers no more, bro. You ain't touching my shit, bro. No.
That's from Tommy's angle. Let's see it from the other angle that was out there, probably Ground Zeroes or something. Whose angle was this, Chris? Ground Zero PDX's angle.
I'm going there, pussy. I'm going there, pussy.
Here goes, motherfucker!
Well, some other people got it too.
What the hell was that? I think.
Oh, that was that thing he popped. He popped him with the thing. I got some in my eye.
Nico colored her hair.
I'm going there, pussy. I'm going there, pussy.
Sometimes it gets kind of crazy out there. There's people in LA, very small amount of people there were saying, stop the war in Iran, stop on Iran and everything. Notice how most of the signs are like pre-made and everything. That's odd. I think there's the same signs that they had in New York. It's like they're all in a storage things, everything. All right, where's the protest at? Where's the protest at? Who can we get to protest? Who wants $20 an hour? RT Media might have been a protest like this. I'm not sure if he still is. Let's hold off on the Clinton stuff here for a little while. Let's go back to the Portland thing. This person here was acting a little bit crazy, talking about Vietnam or something like that. Let's see what this is about.
Iranians here protesting.
No idea what we're
There's no Iranian people.
No, it's all white liberal people.
White
You have
liberal
no
people.
idea.
No,
Have you ever? I'm looking at them. They're all white liberals. Have you ever committed? You ever been involved in murder? No. Have you ever been involved in murder? I have. Well, what the hell is that? That's what the U.S. does.
You might not want to advertise that, buddy. You might not want to advertise that because you're an idiot if you don't understand the difference between the word you just used and what soldiers have to do under orders in wartime areas. You understand the difference? Maybe you have some PTSD or something like that, but equivalating that there, if you did what you just said you did, I think from where you're at, there's a police station of 2 or 3 blocks to your west, I believe.
The U.S. commits murder every fucking day.
Why are they celebrating?
And you don't know that. You don't know that. What are you talking about?
Oh, at this event, yeah, there was only 10 people out there that had signs anyway, if that.
You don't know that the U.S. commits murder every day.
And again, they had the same signs that you just saw in the Los Angeles thing. It's like try to pretend like you're a grassroots effort, guys, by making your own signs.
You don't know that.
Everybody.
Can you not?
Donald
believe
Trump
my
is
face?
still the
No,
president of the
you
United
don't know
States,
that.
and the
You
war in
don't know
Iran will
that.
continue
What are you talking
until
about?
freedom
We
has been
commit
reached for the
murder every
Iranian
day.
people.
How? That's what we did in
Millions
Vietnam.
of people are now enjoying
We murder
freedom.
people with airstrikes.
Why don't you support what the
murder
Iranian
with-
people themselves
Yeah,
supported their own
with
country?
napalm. That's right. We murder people with artillery
right.
guns, and
And
you
guess
don't know
what?
that.
Guess what?
Yeah,
it's called
know
war.
that.
It's
And
called
you
war.
don't
It's
know
called
that.
war.
And you
He's just going to repeat that same line. It's like, do you understand the difference between war and not war? Do you understand how things, when you intentionally do something to an innocent person, yeah, it's the M word. When you do things when your commanders tell you to do things out there, it's not the M word.
You don't know
It's
that.
called war,
you
dude.
don't know that because you're
Sure,
so young
okay.
and you're so ignorant.
right.
You
I'm
don't
not
know
that
that.
young.
You are very ignorant.
I'm 43 years
you
old.
ought to be.
Can
and
you take this old
and
man
you have
home? It's
no
past his
idea.
bedtime.
Oh, person that's with them has a peace hat all over the place. Okay, that explains it.
No idea that we commit mass murder.
Have a heart
You are
attack.
clueless,
Calm
'cause
down.
I've seen murder. I've seen
down.
murder.
Oh man, you better watch out. I'll fuck you up. I'll fucking get laid out on the ground.
Calm down. Why do you need to talk like that? He's content for you, Ground Zero. He's content. He's gonna get in your face.
No way.
Fuck up.
He didn't attack you. He didn't touch you. He's just kind of acting like that. He's content. You don't threaten to knock him down.
You don't know that. You fucking
Shout off fucking.
He's content.
You want to get laid out on the ground, old man? You're a fucking old punk, bro. Get the fuck out of here.
Oh my God, these people. I think most of the rest of this is Clinton stuff here. Yeah, let's see what's going on with the Clinton situation here. Start with Hillary, and I'll start with Bill here.
By the name of Shantae. Have you ever had contact with an individual by the name of Shantae Davies?
I believe Shantae that's a distinctive name, and so I think that was the name of one of his flight attendants.
Okay. She's been described on being on a 2002 Africa trip and providing massages. Was she or any other young female on that trip underage at that time?
Not that I'm aware of.
Did you ever receive a massage or have physical contact from her or anyone else on that trip?
You've seen the pictures. There was one time when I was sitting up and I got a back rub, a neck rub.
Okay.
And I think Shantae did it, but I'm not sure.
Okay. Did you ever visit Epstein's Little St. James Island?
No.
We have Virginia Guffrey, who has testified seeing you on the island with two young girls. Did this occur at all? Okay. Why do you think she would have made that claim?
Objection, speculation. He can't possibly.
Have
Just asking for an opinion. He can speculate if he wants to.
you ever met her or any other Epstein associated underage girl?
Not to my knowledge.
Here's what you do if you're a politician or a well-known person. Before you meet any females and everything, ask to see their ID. You shouldn't be meeting with them anyway if you're married, but if you are going to meet with them or something like that, or have any kind of contact whatsoever, check their ID. You don't have to, say her ID says that she's over 18. I verified that she was over 18. She told me she was. You can sort of have that as your backup and everything. Do you understand how basic, smart politicians should do things and celebrities? Duh. You shouldn't be meeting with them anyway, Mr. Clinton. But if you have to, at least be smart enough to know. Otherwise, you don't have to. You'll say stupid things like, "I'm not sure. I'm not sure."
I want to leave the impression, but since there was no follow-up question, the president never, this is 20-something years ago, never said anything to me to make me think he was involved in anything improper with regard to Epstein either. He just didn't. That's the truth. As I said earlier, the only conversation I had with President Trump about this was in the early 2000s. And I have no information.
And that's when most of it was allegedly going on, right?
That he did anything wrong. I just want it all out there. I want everybody to get it all out there and let everybody see where we are.
Any more Clinton, Bill? Let's get one more Bill here.
And I've already told you this, I'll tell it again. I never saw anybody do anything wrong. I thought they were flight attendants.
Do flight attendants typically wear tank tops and jeans?
They don't all wear uniforms on private planes.
Yes, sir. Most are dressed probably pretty business class.
True. More Bill, I got a couple Hillarys. Okay.
Room. Can you please advise me as to whether or not that's permissible and consistent with the rules, particularly given that we have asked for a public hearing? If there are photos that are being released of the secretary as she is testifying, can you please explain how that
I'm
can
done
occur?
with this. If you guys are doing that, I am done. You can hold me in contempt from now until the cows come home. This is just typical behavior.
We will go off the record.
Oh, for heaven's
So I would
sake.
like to understand how that's permissible.
It doesn't
Excuse
matter.
me.
We all are abiding by the same rules.
I will take that down.
Yeah,
So
well.
I would like to take a break at this moment.
Yeah,
I would like to have
I'm
a
done
conversation.
for now.
Go off the record.
Oh, somebody took your picture. Usually she likes her picture taken. What is wrong with these people?
Go off the record.
Whiny baby. Off the record.
There are photos that are being released of the secretary as she is testifying from inside this room. Can you please advise me?
You want it all public. You wanted a public situation. Now they're taking public pictures for the record. You wanted it publicly on the record. And now you're mad that they're sharing public pictures. How stupid are you? You can share, if they can share public pictures, then I can share public pictures. How about that? Agree to disagree. Pretty simple. Let's see. Has anybody in the chat there? Yeah, she lies all the time, Sand Tiger. She likes to do that kind of stuff all the time. Let's see if there's anything other crazy news going on out there right now. I don't think there is. No live streams going on either. I was thinking about seeing if I could invite some people on for a jibber jabber fest or something like that, but there's not a whole lot to jibber jabber about. 9 o'clock Geyer show is going to go on. That'll be interesting. So Geyer's going on at 9 o'clock. Make sure you follow the Geyer show. He put this new video together for his open here. Check this out.
This is the Geyer show. This is the Geyer show. On the front lines, up in your face, red light on, and the tape rolls. We don't blink when we name names.
Interesting. Let's see if there's anything else that's newsworthy here. Geyer 1 hour ago, we probably already saw that one. Ooh. That has to be. You think this is AI, guys? This is too funny. It has to be AI. See that one for later. That was funny. Heck, what the heck? 100%. Definitely AI on that one there. Okay, I should ask it. Do you guys usually ask Rock that question? Like, is this AI? Is this AI? I'll look at it's in the chat there. I assume that they probably already asked it. Yeah, something else. Let's see what else we got going on here. Nothing there. You just saw that video there pretty much. Let me see. This guy here. Different angle here, I guess, on the other guy here. The same guy that was getting in Tommy's face earlier or afterwards.
What happened? What happened? That's what he said. Why? Why do you want that? Yeah, Trump said I'm asking a question. Hey, you can't do that. It's an assault. Back off. Touch me multiple times. You're lucky. Back off. You leaving my car. You touch me. You leaving my car.
Yeah, I'm gonna say a lot of it's hard to tell if it's AI or not AI. A lot of the content you see out there, video is kind of different. Argentina, what they say doing in Argentina?
Ustedes que se entregaban a Venezuela y que se entregaban a los terroristas de Irán que nos metieron 2 bombas. Dale.
They like this guy.
La corrupta además firmó un memorándum y venía a explicarme qué
At least part of the crowd likes him. Part of the crowd's not a fan, it looks like.
pasó con Nisman. Dale. Manga de asesinos y chorros.
Yeah, they're raising the Democrats sitting down. I'm going to assume that's AI. A lot of AI stuff going on nowadays. Just I want real stuff, not fake stuff. Skylar, happy birthday! Oh, it's Skylar's birthday. Give Skylar a shout out there, guys. Just FYI, this is his channel. It's his birthday today. Oh, you can do a little. Oh, that's cool. If it's your birthday, they do that kind of stuff. Here's a shout out here. Skylar's birthday. Give him a follow on Twitter if you haven't done it already. Give him some love over there. Ooh, give him 2 more followers. Give him 2 more followers. He'll hit 1,300. There's 1,298 followers over there. Somebody let me know that you're following him, and we'll see if we can see it to 1,300. I know I've only got 6 people in here, if that. But if 2 of you guys follow Skylar real quick, I'll refresh it and see if he gets to 1,300, okay? Refresh. I don't know if you guys already saw the link and click the follow, but 2 more to get to 1,300. Let's go. Refresh number 1. Nope. Not. You guys gonna follow him or not? You don't have X? Okay, Sand Tiger. I was wondering. I know it was like one of you guys or whatever that didn't have the X, but anyway, it'd be nice if somebody did click the follow there. Maybe we'll come back later and give another shout out. I got the link ready to go for you. What else is going on in the world of the news here? I'm just waiting to see if Geyer is going to go live or something like that. Nothing there. I don't care what Hillary has to say, we just saw that one. We just saw this one pretty much. It's a different view of it, I guess. I don't really care too much. Not sure what's going on there. A lot of advertisements. All I get is advertisements. Don't take people's pictures and post them, stupid idiots. Oh, yeah, another AI thing here, maybe. Funny AI stuff right there. Yeah, that's good stuff there. That's funny stuff there. Maybe we already saw this.
Epstein's crimes.
I think in 2008 when he was prosecuted. There's nothing that I saw when I was around him that made me realize he was trafficking women. And I never.
When did you first learn of Jeffrey?
When you've been in politics that long, it's easier to lie, I guess, you know.
Epstein's
Assuming he's lying.
I think in 2000.
Antifa blocked Enrique, I guess. She made the video herself. Scalp. What video did she make? She's doing a space right now, too. I was thinking about going into her space or whatever, but I don't want to torture you guys with her space or something like that over there. So I'm going to take a peek real quick on her space and see if it's still going on here. Her Twitter space, not her other space. Pam Tifa's space. I don't see it there. Maybe it's over here. Yeah. Excuse me. She still follows me too. Let's see. She's the host. Got 24 listeners. Portland ICE facility and Iran war. I don't know if she wants me on there. Should I go in there and listen? I don't know if I want to go in there and listen to her. Rooster in the house. Oh, you did a funny baby mash video? That's crazy. Not a whole lot done. Let's see what this Maxine Dexter Democrat person says. I'm in D.C. to vote on a war powers resolution to stop Trump's march towards another endless war. A war where working families will bear the burden while the Epstein class continues to avoid consequences.
To the floor this week. While I'm here, I'm spending as much time as I can reviewing the Epstein files because let's be honest, the Epstein class of abusers have been covering up for themselves and each other for decades. And these are the same folks who will not be.
These are the same folks on the screen that allowed children to be trafficked by other people that weren't really Epstein class, but like middle class people and illegal immigrants to traffic children and to make them do things against their will, you know, sweatshop type stuff and other trafficking behavior. It was okay for them to do that kind of stuff and allow children to kind of be in those situations, you know. But yeah, let's be mad at the Epstein, you know, it's bad also, of course, but let's ignore the fact that they allowed 30,000 kids to be lost in the system. Let's forget all about that, evidently, you know, that was okay. It was just an oopsie thing for them.
Sending their young children or young people into war that Donald Trump is now instigating without a plan, without clear endpoints, and certainly without the approval
You
of
don't
Congress.
give
The working class
endpoints
people
to
of this
absolute idiots. You don't say, I'm going to stop the war on this date. I'm going to stop the bombings when this person has passed away or something like that. You don't do that. You don't give the bad guys information to get you with, you idiots.
nation have been carrying the load for as long as we have been a nation. And the problem now is that the corruption and grift has further undermined their.
Speaking of grift,
Our ability to achieve prosperity in the American dream. We need to fight for our working families. We need to find who's being covered up for in the Epstein file.
how does yes? People should find out what's going on with Epstein. Quit trying to associate finding out what's going on with Epstein to working families. That's I know what you're trying to do, and it's not an equal comparison. Yes, we need to find out the bad guys were doing. Yes, but what does that have to do with policies that Trump's done to help bring down the cost of living for people? The deregulation, among other things. Hello.
And we have to vote yes on the War Powers Resolution. Stay loud.
You're an idiot. Stay loud. I know what that means. I don't know what's going on here. What does he have behind his back? Probably bear spray. There's the Pam Hemphill place. Oh, 1 hour ago, Tommy was in there. That's a lot of people, if that's people. Largest and sharpest image ever taken of the Andromeda Galaxy. Okay. Otherwise known as M31, Hubble Space Telescope. Interesting. It zooms out there. It's a very big galaxy. You ever kind of wonder if when they're like looking at these galaxies, if it might just kind of be a little smudge on the telescope window or something like that? Like, oops, it's got a tiny smudge here. It's got some dots in it, little droplets. Those are stars. Already covered that one. Already don't care about that one. Not a whole lot else. We covered all the major things that I wanted to cover. Did eat something. I did eat some spicy stuff. It wasn't super spicy. At Panda Express, they got the teriyaki chicken there too. I just noticed that the other day. It's like, oh, got to do the teriyaki chicken. That stuff's good. Orange chicken and something else. I know I'm gonna regret it later when I go to the bathroom. Drink more water to help me get that stuff out of my system. Need more water. Anywho, breaking the Supreme Court just blocked a California law that tried to ban schools from letting parents know if their children say they're. Yes, good. That's a good one. I like that. What was the ruling? Oh, here it is.
About their students' gender. Other breaking news, the Supreme Court has handed down a ruling temporarily blocking a California law preventing teachers from informing parents about their students' gender expression.
Now, the state policy was intended to protect trans minors from abuse at home or rejection, but it raised questions about if parents had a right to know if their child is going through gender transition at school. California argued that students have the right to privacy about their gender expression. In an unsigned order, the court found, quote, "We conclude that the parents who seek religious exemptions are likely to succeed on the merits of their free exercise clause claim." The California order comes months after the court upheld state bans on gender identity-related health care for minors.
Other breaking.
I'm guessing that the full order is still going to go to it's not just religious based, but parent based, not just parents that send it on a religious based issue. Saw that. Don't care anymore about Clinton nonsense. I think we covered most of it here. What was that, Usain Bolt back in the day? Oh, this guy here. That's funny. 38 seconds.
Okay.
What do I say? Tell me what to say. This guy's an idiot.
Mr. President, we have about 5 minutes remaining in the majority's first hour. So I just want to ask you some questions related to the crimes committed by Mr. Epstein and Miss Maxwell.
All right. Looks like Geyer's live. We're going to send you over to Geyer. Maybe he'll ask me to come on the show or something like that. But
Sure,
there's,
ladies and gentlemen.
there's the Geyer
We're just
show.
going to do
over
a
there.
World Cam stream today. So tell me where you'd like to see in the World Cam, and we will pop that up on the screen.
Excuse me.
Dan wants to see the USA. Republican front line says Beirut, Lebanon is on fire right now. So let's just go ahead and pull up some things here. We want to make sure that
Go hang out with Geyer Digital over there, guys and girls. Make sure you also follow Skylar the Patriot on Twitter if you haven't done that already. But, we'll send you guys over his way here. Just give me a second to set this up. I didn't do a very long stream this time, did I? 51 minutes, give or take. I was thinking about getting a panel together, but Geyer would be one of the people I'd want on that panel. But looks like he's got a good feed of what's going on over there. We'll send some people his way real quick here just to be a nice guy once in a while. That button there, this button here, that button. A lot of buttons you got to press just to send people a certain direction there. Here's another button over there. That one over there. We'll send you over to Mr. Geyer Digital as he covers the Iran thingamajigger over here. As people are dropping like flies on my stream. Why are you dropping like flies here? Geyer's not that bad. Come on now. I've never done 4 streams in one night. Should I come back later on tonight and do a 4th stream? It's my 3rd stream just for the heck of it. Slow day, I guess. I think I'm too tired though to do a 4th one. But anyway, there's a Geyer over there. Tell him Mr. Bill said hello.
But again, my my DMs are open during the live stream, and we're gonna continue to show you what's going on across the country, across the world. Yeah, up here we've got Tel Aviv on the left.
All right, go hang out with Geyer, guys. I'll give you a little countdown though for the heck of it.